Hello guys, welcome back. Yeah, I know it's been a while. Back to work. This is actually my second day of the week. It's Wednesday today. Just starting my shift after 5.5 or 6 weeks off. You know that saying that you need a vacation after you come from the vacation? Well, it's actually true. As you can see on my face, I'm very excited about restarting work. Yeah, I know. But yeah, anyway, I'm back with my old folks. Only the thing that changed is that I'm not longer taking the double decker. I'm taking single trailers now. I will explain maybe a bit later, but I'm just starting my shift. Have to fill this up, do my checks, hook under my trailer, and I'll see you down the road. So let's go. So yeah, it is what it is. Back in the game. After I think 5.5 weeks of time off. I've been to a lot of places with my van. If you're interested, so basically, me, my wife, and my son just hopped on the van on the last day of school in July, sorry, and we didn't have any plans, to be honest. I just said, you know what, let's cross into France and see what happens. We didn't have an exact direction because I didn't knew what the van was like on the open road. You know what I mean? Because I haven't really driven it. I haven't test drive it right like properly on the road. So. Yeah, we had a few surprises. We had 2 major breakdowns. One was where we were waiting to get the passport checks at Dover right before the ferry. I don't know what happened, but suddenly, because of course it was a huge queue, and all of a sudden the van didn't start anymore, had some errors. Thank God I had the breakdown coverage, so it was nothing I could do, to be honest, because I didn't know even where to start. We called breakdown, guy came in, and first thing he checked the fuses and the starting relay. Turns out I had a big 25 amp fuse blown. Now the thing is, I've seen that, but when I was reading to the manual of the car, it was saying that fuse was for the cigarette plug right in the middle. I had 2 of them. One was a big 25 amp and one was a smaller one. Now I thought in my head that fuse is only for that cigarette lighter, right? And I said, you know what, I'm just not gonna use it. But turned out it had some communication between all the electronics of the car with the command unit and all kinds of things. Anyway, he changed that, and he also changed my I think a starter relay or something, I don't know. But yeah, just basically in about half an hour he just put us back on the road. We did crossed with about a 3-hour delay into France. I mean, the queues were absolutely massive. They were all over the news. But thank God, yeah, we made it into France. We found a really nice place to park overnight. we used that with that app, Park for Night, and just about, I don't know, 50 kilometers from Dunkirk, going south, we found this really nice place. Already opened up a beer and all that, and I was looking under the car, and it was a puddle of water. I was like, oh man, that can't be good, because I mean, it's dripping water, obviously. So next day I started inspecting and trying to figure out where the water was coming from. It turned out it was coming from somewhere behind the EGR. Now I didn't knew this, but actually through the EGR there is water coming through, or because it's I don't know, trying to cool the gases or heat them up. I don't know, I've got no idea. But anyway, it turned out that that idiot mechanic who fitted my my EGR back on the car, he over tightened one screw and he braked it, and he didn't tell me anything. And I've called him the next day. I said, look, I found a screw, it's definitely, I mean, it's just broken inside. I mean, and you cannot tell me that you didn't sense it, because it's impossible. When you over tighten something and it goes, you just feel it. I mean, it's just, you've got no excuses. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't we do something about it then? You left me go like that with the van, and he knew that I'm going on vacation. Oh, sorry brother, it wasn't me, blah blah blah, all that, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was, oh my god, just nightmare, you know. And here I am in France, trying to look for a mechanic to fix the problem, because if I would to go at Mercedes, they will say, no, you're gonna need a new EGR and that's it. But the problem is, the EGR had to be removed from the car, and you know, if a screw is over tightened, the idea is to take the screw out, take everything out, and actually remake a bigger hole and put a bigger screw in it. You know, it's I mean, it's simple, but not everyone can do it, and not everyone wants to do that. You know what I mean? Especially, I mean, you won't have that fixed at Mercedes. No, they will say you're just gonna need a new EGR and that's it, off you go. But yeah, I think I was searching all over France in my area. I think we've been to about 7 mechanics, and either people were on holiday, they didn't have the mechanics on, come back tomorrow, come back in a few days, and I was like, no, I can't wait that long. I mean, the problem has to be fixed right now. And you know what, I said, let's go into Belgium, because we were very close to the border anyway. And I mean, it's difficult to speak with the French. Not all of them know English. It was very difficult to get myself understood, and it's a lot. You know what, let's just cross into Belgium and see what happens. And I think in the first small village in Belgium, everything went south. I mean, the car started to shake, like really violent. And I was like, you know what, this is it. I mean, I still had water in the engine. I was losing water, but only about 1 liter every hour or something like that. So it wasn't like a huge deal. I mean, it was definitely losing, but it was dripping, you know. But yeah, I don't know what went wrong, but the car just started shaking. So we just pulled over, got my tester out. I mean, the list of errors was like this big. I mean, just error over error over error. It was a huge list. And an old man was just walking by, and he was like, do you need any help? And I was like, yeah, look, we break down, do you know any mechanic around? He said, yeah, I know the best guy around here. He spoke perfect English. I mean, what was the chances of that? So we went to this guy. I turned out I mean, his workshop was just unbelievable. He had I don't know, 2 or 3 rally cars. 2 of them were his, so he was not only a mechanic, he was also a rally driver. And I was like, I just can't believe how lucky we were. So I explained everything to the guy. He was like, yeah, no problem, no problem. He took care of the EGR. He fixed that. This is a camper van. So he fixed the EGR problem, and then started to working on I mean, finding out what's wrong with all the shaking and all that. Turned out one of the injectors was completely busted. It was done, but thank God I had 4 injectors to spare. I had them with me because I was told by another guy, look, the injectors are dying, you'll have to get new ones or whatever. So I got 4 injectors of eBay just before I left on my vacation. We changed the injectors and off we went. Now the story doesn't end here, because after we changed the injectors, the car started to go in limp mode. But it went into limp mode just like when I mean, not always, only when I was climbing like a hill on a motorway and stuff like that. So we definitely had to do something with the pressure. The error keeps coming on the tester. It says low turbo pressure and all that. So we made the decision to go all the way to Romania and fix this problem, because it was much more complicated than I thought. So yeah, we were slowly making our way. We finally made it to Romania with the car, where I did discover a lot of things that were wrong on the car. Not gonna go through all of them, but I mean, I'm so disappointed. First of all in Mercedes, and after that in myself, because when I got the van, I got it without any service history, and that is a huge mistake, a very stupid thing to do. Turns out I have a lot of problems to sort, but I mean, I did sort a lot of them, but now I still have to refurbish the injectors, because even though I got newer ones, the problem with an injector is if it's staying on like dry for too long, that injector, it's getting blocked or is getting, I don't know, but it's not good for an injector to stay out on a shelf somewhere in dry. If you have to if you want to keep them for as long as possible, you have to dip them in diesel and let them stay like that. I mean, in diesel, in wet, not on dry, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, yeah, long holiday. I think I did about 4,500 miles with the van. We went to a lot of places. I mean, the problem keeps the problems, they would just keep coming up. We solved them, and it was like this ongoing, just error after error and problem after problem. But anyway, what is done is done. So yeah, that's how my vacation went. I was not gonna lie, in a sort of constant state of stress, because I knew the car wasn't 100%, and it was a bit stressful. But yeah, it is what it is. We made it back. And yeah, back to work. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know how you want to call it, but yeah, back to work on my way to Scotland. I'm still doing the same run, even though it's not the same job, if it makes any sense. I'm still going to Eurocentral, but I'm not taking the double-decker anymore. Now I've got a single behind me, because while I was gone, another guy came in. He got the job full-time, and he's also a beginner, so he's kind of struggling with the reversing maneuver. So they give that job to him. Now I'm taking the single, but the problem is, I just found that out, that I'm gonna have to reload on my way back, and not too happy about it. Even though I'm only gonna do a drop and swap now when we're gonna get to Eurocentral. I'm taking an empty, and on my way back, it's just like literally not even 1 mile away off my route. It's still in Scotland, in Bellshill, but I have to reload some empty pallets. Now I've been promised that it will go really fast, because there's just empty pallets. They're waiting for me on the bay. They're just like return either, I don't know, cages or empty pallets, stuff like that. I just put them on, and it's gonna be really quick, so let's hope that will be the case, but got a feeling it won't be. But we'll see. I mean, either way, if I'm going with a decker, sometimes I was waiting to get tipped, even for, I don't know, 1.5 hours. So either way, this one should be quicker, but I'm just not gonna say anything. I guess we'll see when we get there. But yeah, it is what it is. New trucks. This of course is a Scania, but it's not the S cab. It's an R. I think it's an R450, if I'm not wrong, or 460 or 480. I got no idea. Anyway, it is the baby Scania. I mean, not the baby, because the baby is the B, isn't it? But yeah, it's an R, which means basically it's a smaller cab. Not by much, but it is a bit smaller. Driving position, it's exactly the same. I will give you a quick tour once we get to Eurocentral. But not a lot of differences with between this and the trucks that we had. The only really interesting thing about this truck, and it's a very nice thing actually, it has overdrive. I'm gonna put the camera maybe on my way back to show you how that works. So basically it has 13 gears to go forward, right? So now we are in 12 gear. We are ascending this very it is a hill, but it's not anything, it's not very steep, but we are definitely ascending. It's a small incline. Now it's in 12th gear, and any moment now it should go in overdrive. So right now we are at 1250 RPMs, and when it goes into overdrive it goes just under 1000 RPMs. So definitely very good thing for the fuel consumption, even though when it goes into overdrive there is a small hum, you know, because it's under revved, but it's really quiet. I mean, nothing to complain about. And because this is a lower cab, you don't feel the wind pressure as much, so you don't hear the wind noise. I mean, it's a calm day, there is no wind, but definitely on the bigger cabs, when it's windy, you can definitely feel it and hear it as well. So yeah, I'm not complaining because it's a smaller cab. Quite enjoying it. The driving position, it's exactly the same, only has this step right here in the middle, which basically means that I can't stand completely up when I'm around the cab. But I mean, it's a new truck. It's got 15,000 kilometers. Got that nice smell also. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. This one doesn't have the leather steering. Got that plastic, but it's a good plastic. It's quality. The rest, everything is the same. The dials are the same with the old model. Stereo, air conditioning, and all that. Yeah, it's a nice truck. I love them. I absolutely love the Scanias. But come on, going to overdrive right now. Yeah, it's going to overdrive. So I will probably put the screen. How does it work? I'm gonna put the video up right now. So basically, it just says where the gear selector is. So it goes from, I don't know, from 4 to all the way to 12, and then it shows OD. Now, I mean, I haven't looked on the internet or whatever, but definitely states for overdrive, and the revs are really low, and yeah, it just cruises at low rev. I'm not sure about the consumption on this truck, because if I look on the dash, it says the average it's 11.7 liters per 100 kilometers, but that's just impossible in my opinion. I don't know if it's something wrong with it, or it should have said miles per gallon. 11.7 miles per gallon maybe did more sense, but definitely shows the average as 11.7 liters per 100 kilometers. I mean I mean, the technology advanced, but I don't think it advanced that well. So yeah, but yeah, back doing the same run at the moment. I do have a couple of other offers, but I will speak to you later about them. But anyway, yeah, let's go to Scotland and see how we get there, and how long it will take to basically to reload. Gotta tell you, man, every time I'm coming into Scotland and I see those hills and mountains, it just makes me think, God, it's beautiful, and just makes me want to take my van and go do probably the North Coast 500, or just go north anyway. Such a nice place. I love it. I will probably do it, but I don't know if I can do it this year, to go north. Maybe do the whole NC 500, but Still got plenty of work to do on the van, and especially on the mechanical part, you know, because when the van is stationary, it's absolutely perfect. I mean, the bed, it's great. The all the electrics are done right, everything works just as it should. But still got about at least $1,000 to put into it to be 100% done. Because I gotta, first of all, the injectors, only those are 250 pounds, all 4 of them, from a company in Germany who specialized in refurbishing injectors. You just have to send the old ones, and they will give you 4 refurbished ones. Found them on eBay. I think they got thousands of reviews, 100% positive reviews. So they should be really good. I also do have to do the timing chain, because that's the main problem of engine failure in Sprinter vans. Because everybody's saying that you don't need to do the timing chain because it's chain, but eventually it will snap. And when I start the van up, I can hear it just a couple of seconds. It's I can hear it knocking, but that's a sign that I should do it. So yeah, just a couple of grand to finish it up, and then I'll definitely go north. Alright, let's see if I can still reverse. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've worked yesterday as well. Just wasn't in the mood to film. So yeah, let's do this. Which one did you say? 4. Right here. I'm just gonna do it this way. Here's my decker, my colleague. He's backing in now. We are going 4. Way off. But we are adjusting, not a problem. I'm dropping this trailer, so I hope I'll find another empty one. And don't forget the reg. Yeah, don't forget the reg. Alright, let's drop this, have some lunch, and go to reload. Lunchtime. Today I've got rice with chicken thighs, but let me give you a tip. See, every time I'm going to France, I'm buying this big tins of basically duck legs. They're about, I think, 2 kilos each, and inside you've got 4 legs, because it's the whole piece with the thigh and the other part, which I don't know how's it called, but you get the picture. You get 4 full legs, right? They're massive, and between them it's filled with duck fat and oil and all that good stuff. And they're made, but you just have to take them out, put them in the oven for another, maybe like say 15 minutes or so, just to roast them a bit on top, and there you go. But that fat, which is a lot, actually you can reuse it, because it's fat. First of all, you don't even when you heat the legs up, you don't burn it, so you can reuse it. So I always every time I'm cooking that, I'm filtering it just on a tiny, I don't know, something, and then I can reuse it. And yesterday my wife made some chicken thighs with that fat, and it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, the food tastes, I don't know, it's just like pulled out from heaven, really. All those big casseroles, I'll put a picture up here on the screen. It's about 10 euros. It's called Confit de Canard, something like that. Yeah, Confit de Canard. It's amazing. You can find it anywhere, any Lidl, any supermarket, basically anywhere. Yeah. So if you're going to France, check this out and let me know after you had one of those. But don't just get one, because you'll feel sorry about it. I think I got around 5 or 6 this time. You can find them on Amazon as well, but they are much more expensive. So yeah, Confit de Canard. You will thank me later. See, this is what we're waiting for. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bays. Whenever one of them is empty, I can back it in and fill up the garbage or whatever the hell I'm loading. I guess empty pallets, and I can go on. Well, finally on the bay. No idea how long it will be. Thing is, why do I say that I think I need a change? Well, first of all, even though the job is really easy, got no complaints there, but this start time, anywhere from 10 till 12, doesn't work for me anymore, because I'm seeing my kid about half an hour a day, so only in the morning. Only from the moment we wake up, we eat breakfast, and then he's gone to school. And that half an hour a day for me, I believe it's not enough, to be honest. I really want to spend more time with him and just do more things, especially now that I have the van and we can go away for every weekend, and just I don't think it will work anymore for me. And the second thing is, the rates in my area are beginning to rise. And when I say that, now we are looking in Liverpool area on container jobs. We are looking at around £19 an hour. That's LTD, limited, yeah. And it's very tempting, because right now now I'm on a fixed day shift, right? So it's close to that, but it's not quite there, you know. And usually on containers, the start time begins at around 6. So even if you're gonna do a 10-hour day, 12-hour day, I'm still gonna be home earlier. I'm not promising anything. I'm not promising that the next vlog is gonna be on containers or that. I'm still considering my options, but I'm not 100% happy. And to be honest, even like I said, this job is really easy, but after a while it's getting boring, you know. Just drive straight on for 4.5 hours and tip, now reload, and then that's, yeah, it's paid extra, this reloading, because I'm losing at least 1 hour here. But I don't know, still I'm not decided, but definitely there's gonna be a change really soon. Don't know when, I can't promise you anything, but yeah, I can definitely feel that coming. So I think we're gonna end this video here, guys, because it's getting long anyway. Thanks for watching this video, and I shall see you next time. Till then, take care, all the best. Bye.